It's staring at me. It followed me home from the gifting rock. It's about 1 o'clock in the morning right now. I think I don't know what to do. But it followed me home and it is absolutely staring at me right now. Have a look. Okay. Get the other side. Oh, damn. Holy shit. All right.
Out of all land on the U.S. territory, there's one place in the Northeast where things are different. A mountain range that's been around for millions of years, and during all those years, it's been sitting, waiting, and listening while quietly watching just out of sight. They have seen it all. The Appalachian Mountains. My conspiracy theory. The Appalachian Mountains will not only dive deep into its rich and varied opinions, but also how the mountains got its unsettling reputation. And the decision of whether you believe its rumors and mysteries will be up to you. The inhabitants of the mountains of Appalachia. In Appalachia, the mountains are older than trees themselves, once said to be taller than the Himalayas in its prime. Over the near billion years of its lifetime, it's shrunk slightly and moved around due to tectonic shift. Appalachia now spans over 1,500 miles at its longest, holds about 206,000 square miles of land, and runs through 18 different states. It's because of the land's age and sheer volume of uncharted territory that rumors of the supernatural or cryptids are believed by many of its inhabitants. Furthermore, the fact that the terrain of Appalachia is riddled with unstable ground and lack of flat terrain means almost no civilizations of any kind were built there. This all changed during the industrial age, where people were finding anywhere to buy land and build, and the last land available for the cheapest would be in Appalachia. However, many people now in the 21st century, especially on social media, swear on their collective lives that something, or some would say someone, has already been living in the land they now own. Many of Appalachia's residents, like Abby Sabata, a content creator on TikTok, shared a video with over 4.8 million views on something she is very concrete about: their rules. The rules don't refer to hiking tips and tricks, but rather things to remember that will keep you safe from the creatures of Appalachia. Ideas like: never answer to your own name being called from the trees, do not whistle at night, respect the boundaries of day and night, and if you see something strange, don't let it know you have noticed its presence. Keep walking. These so-called rules of Appalachia, according to local folklore, are the best way to protect yourself and your land from anything inhumane seeking something sinister. It's believed that the millions of years of nearly untouched land has left creatures never before seen by humans to relish in its deep, dark history. Chapter 2. The Other Side. There are of course people out there who don't believe that such things would happen in Appalachia. They choose to believe in science and logic. A YouTuber by the name of Dead Appalachia thought that the rules of Appalachia were established to make the region seem scary for content creation or marketing purposes. So, Dead Appalachia chose to prove his stance by spending a full 24 hours, as a native Appalachian, deep in the mountains trying to break each and every rule to see if something or someone is actually out there. Everything started fine, but later into the night, when he called into the dark woods, his spirit box picked up some deep demonic voices, and he felt an evil presence there with him. Needless to say, he was more than spooked. A few people may not have experienced the feeling of the rules protection, and yet they still believe Appalachia holds spiritual power that they feel. Dolly Parton, for example, said in her book, Storyteller My Life in Lyrics, that she felt spiritual connected to the forest, and while she states she's never experienced a full-on supernatural moment, she does view Appalachia as the magic mountains. Then there's Tyler Childers, an American songwriter who actually believes in the cryptids that lurk in Appalachia, like the feral people, ghosts of miners, not deer, Bell Witch, and any other being that calls the Appalachian Mountains home. Chapter 3. Your choice. Now that you know the ins and outs of the Appalachian conspiracy theory, what do you believe? There's a good amount of evidence that backs up logic, but the individual people say otherwise. Big corporations like Natural Geographic state that the horror implied by people on Appalachia suggests a malevolence that lurks in the woods, and this ideology only makes people weary and misleads Appalachian communities. On the other hand, many people swear by their lives that such rules are needed to keep you safe, and the feeling of fear is not influenced by just the thought of being in Appalachia, but rather your body itself sensing something that perhaps cannot be seen. So, in this situation, what would you do?